Look, welcome kids. Today we're bringing your voice to our meeting to talk about how you're developing skills in reading and comprehension and what skills you're bringing to your comprehension this year. Would you like just to share some of the skills that you're picking up this year in reading and comprehension?
Emily, you can start off.
I think reading ahead, it's helped me a lot because I can understand it better.
So what has helped me during getting better at reading is to predict when I read the first sentence of some paragraphs, I can just predict and summarize what it's going to be about, and so it helps me with my comprehension and my vocabulary. So yeah.
I think I'm trying to cut reading into my routine, and before I pick up just any book, read the blurb, because some books that you might not like, you want to feel comfortable with the book you choose. Yeah.
I believe questioning other students can help me understand what the book is trying to tell me.
Okay, in regards to your reading, boys and girls, what do you know you're still working on? Some of your reading comprehension skills you know you want to do better at. What are those things that you've been doing?
Emily?
Maybe it's more like understanding it, because sometimes I just quickly go through it and I don't really understand it properly, and I need to start to understand it more.
So just go through the text a little bit slower. Jack, what do you know you're working
on? Same as Emily, reading for it quickly, that doesn't really help me because you never know what, there might be a twist in a book or something like that. And so also, I need to question more, so I know what the book, I can understand more about what the book is about.
Good
I
work,
agree
yeah.
with Jack and Emily, but mine's a slightly bit different. I think reading through the lines and not just reading what's there, sometimes making connections and trying to put myself in their situation.
Yeah, excellent.
And I also agree with this.
Variety of texts that you're reading this year. Would someone like to share what skills you're learning and using?
With Miss Peterson and the rest of the class, we have learned that we have to think deeper into books to understand the way the book flows, and maybe helps us to predict the rest of the book.
We also learn how to question, ask ourselves questions about the text, like what's going to happen next, mysteries to solve.
This year I thought I've improved on stopping in words I don't understand and really trying to clarify the meaning and how that connects to the story.
Yeah, continuing from Jad, during our shared reading, we've been learning about looking at the title before reading the actual text. Just looking at the title before reading the actual text and predicting what might this be about.
I think I've got better in reading in reading groups. I think I've improved reading because school holidays I like to read instead of sitting on my iPad and reading.
Well, in 6W, I think it's really good, our little function, how we have a bookmark about what good readers do, so we can really reflect on what we should do with reading.
Well, we've been getting bookmarks and putting them in our story, maybe on a page where you're not understanding it or where you connect or you've got a prediction, and then you transfer that information onto a blog online, so Mr. White and our whole class can add to that and question what you wrote.
With Red Group, we normally, when we read a chapter, we normally talk what's happening into the book, what's going to happen next, and we try and infer what's going to happen next.
I think that every time we have a meeting with our colour group, we can bring on the conversation that we've started online. So for example, I remember a couple of weeks ago, Tina had a question on our reading group, and then when we came together as a group, we could all start on the question and answer it.